We're in Fort Walton. I'm panning around, seeing the area in front of Gulfarium. It's looking down Highway 98. Goes the bridge right across there. Really can't see it because of the hotel. Brand new conference center. Par 3 golf course. Miniature golf course we played at last night. It's the water slapping back. There's the Gulfarium sign. And there's Billie Jean. Billie Jean forgot her sunglasses. 87 degrees. 87 degrees. Yes. And that's where we're going. Gulfarium. You see any dolphins? There he is. Come on down here. And he's from this way. Well, maybe he is later.
Oh, look, he's right up behind him. Look, there he is, right there behind him. Aww, you say hi. You actually give me a hug, see?
Go ahead. Go ahead. I got it.
Oh, that's sweet.
There's another one up there. It's the big tank. It's at the Sea Lion show. You can see the pier. We're inside the Sea Lion Stadium. See the golf. You can make that sea lion out or not.
Europe established quite a successful breeding ground and used the Gulfarium as their permanent mailing address. Some sea lions have been known to reach a ripe old age of 30 in a zoo environment, but it's quite doubtful that any would reach a ripe old age in the wild due to the ever-menacing presence of their natural enemies, sharks and killer whales. Ages ago, sea lions walked on land. They evolved flippers in place of legs, but still, they must have been on the land base, especially in caring for their young. These marine mammals are capable of remaining submerged for more than 15 minutes. They are well equipped for underwater activity.
That's right, turn around. You can do it. There you go. Right here to my right is Molly. She is the newest member of our Sea Lion show. Molly is 13 years old, and she was born right here at the Gulfarium. I did something spooky, or your seat was a little wobbly, wasn't it? I think we fixed it. And right here to my left is Tiffany. Tiffany is 22 years old, and she was also born here at the Gulfarium. You clap for yourself. How many people at Tiffany's head, whereas seals, they have just a small opening on the side of their head. Molly, can you help us out with the other? What do you think? Well, come on. The other major difference would be those front flippers. You want to show them? That a girl. Sea lions have very long, wing-like front flippers, which they use for swimming as well as for walking on land. Whereas seals, they have relatively short front flippers, and they use their hind flippers for most of their her whiskers come up and surround it. The whiskers are not actually doing the balancing for Tiffany. They are letting her know which way the ball is moving so she can adjust her neck to it. Very nicely done, Tiffany. And when we first started teaching Tiffany how to balance the ball, she was getting a little confused as to which end went up. So we handed the ball over to Tiffany and she came up with this. Good job, Tiffany. More difficult. We'll see if we can get these rings spinning. Tiffany, here we go. The first one, the second, how about the last? Playing. Catching the frisbee. It's been done before. Tiffany's going one step further. She's learned how to throw the frisbee. Tip. Nice catch. And a great ball. Okay, Tiffany, you ready for the pass? Looks like it's down the middle. It's up. No practice shots for you, is it?
That turtle? Yeah, it's a turtle, all right. There's a shark. The penguins. You having a good time? So, Dean, you having a good time? They're North American river otter.
That's an honor.
Don't get in the water. I don't think you can get in the water. Wait a minute, you might.
Come on this way, Bob. Come on in.
There's another one too. No, that's not gonna get it. There's Neil. There's a stingray. Look at that. Where's stingray? There's some lady in the water. What you picking up? What is it? Any of the birds? The big ones? Pigeons? Where's those penguins again?
Okay, now it's done.
Penguins, look at the penguins, aren't they pretty?
Okay, should we?
Before we get things started, I would like to take a minute to tell you about the animals we have here with us. These are Atlantic bottlenose dolphins. They're the same kind of animals you might see across the street, swim out in Choctawhatchee Bay, and also in the shallow waters of the Gulf of Mexico. That's it. Above wasting the time. We're moving out there. Lily, Princess, Prince. and I'm going to attempt to throw her a touchdown pass. She'll take just a second to catch her breath and make up her mind about this one. You ready?
See that? I got that. Yeah. That's all right.
Come on back. Build up some speed. I think she forgot all about us. Princess. I think she's gonna sit this one out. Come on. Are you ready for yours? Okay. Well, when it comes to doing flips, Delilah is the one with all the bragging rights. She does a 1.5 forward flip. She'll do hers on the opposite side of the tank for me. She does change it some from show to show, but almost always she'll start with a warm-up jump here to my left. That's Delilah's warm-up jump, and there she is. Nice one, Delilah. You are the best. Lily, you gonna clap for Mom? Atta girl. Well, now at this time, I'm going to be moving our team over to the jumping platform so you can see some more of their. Well, we're going to start things off here by asking Delilah, Princess, and Prince to jump a couple of times right in front of me. They'll be jumping about 10 feet out of water. Up first, we have Delilah. Delilah is 8.5 feet long. She weighs 450 pounds. Coming up next is Princess. Princess is 8 feet long. She weighs right around 400 pounds. Right behind Princess is Prince. Prince is 8 feet long, and just like Princess, he weighs right around 400 pounds. One of the unique things about these animals, even though they do spend their entire lives in the water, they don't drink the water they swim in. The fluids and nutrients they need all come directly from the fish they eat. Prince and Princess eat about 16 pounds of fish a day. Delilah is still nursing Lily, and she eats about 25 pounds of fish a day. Lily has only been eating fish for about 6 months, and she eats 3 pounds of fish a day. Wonderful set of jumps. You have an excellent sense of timing and accuracy. That is exactly what Princess is going to need to jump through our hoop. She likes to start this one off at the back of the tank with a warm-up jump to help her check the height of the hoop and build some speed. With any luck at all, she'll be jumping from my right to left. Ready back there? That looks like our warm-up jump. Go, one more. She's got to think about this one. You taking your time this afternoon? Come on, everybody's out of the way. All right, here we go. This is Princess. Nice one, Princess. Piece of cake, wasn't it? And that's the more. I'm going to be asking all 4 dolphins to get together and jump at the same time right in front of me. I'm going to give them a signal. They'll team up on the bottom and talk about it. This is Prince, Princess, Delilah, and Lily. Just about perfect. Everybody up here together? Not bad at all. Well, there is one more jump we'd like to do for you up here today. I'm going to be calling once again on Delilah for this one. Not only is Delilah a very high jumper, she is, without a doubt, the most accurate jumper we have. I'm going to need every bit of her accuracy because I get to put this tasty fish in my mouth. Delilah is going to jump up and take it out. On these high jumps, we let the dolphins call all the shots. When Delilah's ready, she'll surface towards the center of the tank to let me know. Once I put the fish in my mouth, Delilah should be on her way.
Dolphins playing around under the water level here. Or they're gonna come over to you. There you go. That's where we were. This is where the bottom of the tank is. Billie Jean saw this morning with a stingray. She almost got bit by one. Fish up there. A big stingray there. Very big fish. It's the living sea show.
Our living sea show diver. Characteristically, divers enter the water feet first. After a few seconds, you can see that our diver has settled right into the living sea theater. As our diver swims back and forth through the 60,000 gallons of circulating seawater, you can see the ease and grace with which this scuba diver operates, although outside their natural element. What you are seeing truly is unique. In fact, very few people in the world have ever experienced what you are now experiencing. The diver's complete freedom of movement can be demonstrated further to you by performing a series of loops and rolls, much like a carefree stunt pilot in the sky. The diver's life depends on the air that is carried on the diver's back. The air in this tank is compressed to 2,100 pounds per square inch. By the air being so compressed, This diver has a sufficient supply to allow staying on the ocean bottom for a long period of time. This diver is pleased by your attention and is trying very hard to please you. And now it's time for a demonstration. Our diver will demonstrate the equipment that allows staying on the bottom of the ocean. Scuba equipment, which you may recall is an acronym for self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. The diver's tank, containing compressed air, which as we earlier stated is compressed to 2,100 pounds per square inch. The tank is on the diver's back. Now, the diver is pointing out the regulator, the demand regulator considered the very heart of scuba equipment. This regulator supplies the diver air at a usable pressure at varying depths. You see, the demands change with the depth with which you are operating at, and the regulator keeps up with what you need. Air comes to the diver by inhalation, the act of breathing, much like you are breathing right now. Now the diver will face you and point out the face mask. Technology changes over the years have made face masks sleeker, with new designs that also provide better visibility, something extremely important to divers. The air hose now being shown you connects to the mouthpiece clenched between the diver's teeth. The weight belt provides slightly negative buoyancy, similar to ballast, such as the ballast used in a submarine, which will assist it in maintaining a desired and constant depth. Once again, let's discuss and demonstrate the face mask. The mask can quite easily lose its place on your face. For example, another diver can accidentally bump into it. A fin could dislodge it. Really quite a number of things could happen. So what to do should an accident like this occur? Our trained diver will purposely flood the mask. Oh wait, this diver is going all the way for this demonstration and taking the mask completely off. Now, as an experienced diver, we'll demonstrate how the mask can be replaced and the water removed. You see, our diver has recovered total visibility, and the mask is where it needs to be, on. The rosy-hued fish you see swimming about the tank are red snapper, the principal quarry of the famed Destin fishing fleet, which operates from docks just 5 miles east of the Gulfarium. This fine food fish has made the local waters known as the home of the red snapper and is taken by bottom fishing methods. The docking of a Destin fishing boat often lands red snapper in quantity. The average weight of the red snapper is about 5 pounds, but in local waters, they are frequently caught in weights up to 35 pounds. The coppery-colored fish with a black spot on the base of its tail is the redfish, or red drum. The redfish reach weights of up to 40 pounds and live to 20 years or more. This fish is caught in quantity, especially for the Destin Bridge area in the fall season. This excellent sportsman fish cannot be caught in sizes larger than 27 inches in order to ensure their survival. The black drum feeds on fish, crustaceans, and oysters with its huge, powerful teeth. They are not a popular game or food fish. The black drum is found over sand or sandy mud bottoms in bays across the state of Florida and much of the southeastern United States. Our diver will now point out the pork fish. The pork fish has alternating silvery blue and yellow stripes on its sides and diagonal black bands on its head. Pork fish are cleaner fish, often picking parasites off of larger fish. The black grouper is abundant in these waters, and usually grouper is caught by bottom fishing methods. As they age, their coloration changes, sometimes to the point of being nearly white. Its average weight is about 5 pounds, but in local waters, it is commonly caught in weights exceeding 60 pounds. The black grouper is an excellent food fish. The diver will now attempt to display a stingray. This must be done carefully because, as you can probably see, the stingray has a large spine at the base of its tail. If this spine penetrates the skin, it will leave a nasty wound that will need prompt medical attention. The stingray lives on the sandy bottoms of most of the warm waters in the world, including the Gulf of Mexico. The striped mullet is an important food fish existing in large schools. Striped mullet are known to travel several hundred miles upriver, but spawning always takes place at sea. Striped mullet feed on small algae, and they help the Gulfarium staff keep the living sea theater clean. The diver will now display the only known bottom living shark, the nurse shark. Unlike most sharks, which must swim nearly constantly to maintain water flow over the gills for respiration, the nurse shark can sit and vent water over its gills. All the Gulf of Mexico to Brazil. Although morays are generally not aggressive to man, the larger species are dangerous, especially if provoked, because some have jaws strong enough to crush bone. The habit of gaping is not an aggressive threat or display, but rather their method of respiration. Still, the moray should be regarded with the utmost care. An interesting species of the ray is the Caldo's swimming ray. This ray is easily identified by its distinctly shaped head and its wing-shaped fins, which are used to swim through the water. These rays are common to warm local waters, but migrate south during the colder winter months. Do any of you in the audience enjoy fishing? Well, you know, fishing can sometimes be a strange thing. For example, some days it seems that as soon as the diver has distributed them, we've demonstrated the ease and grace with which a scuba diver operates in the water. Diving really is fun, but ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you must never lose sight of the emergencies which can arise when we operate outside of our natural environment. What you are about to witness should remind you, always think safety first. This diver needs air. Without it, the diver's life would end in minutes, even seconds. The diver, now facing you, is relaxed and breathing in a natural rhythm, as you can see from the ascending air bubbles. In the most dire emergency.
Sorry about that.